Hi everybody! Hi Tamao! Welcome to our Aegon Targaryen Season 7 review. What a season for Aegon Targaryen. Let's remember, he started the season
as Jon Snow.
Just elected and voted into office, a king in the north, and there was some political struggles and conflicts there with him being merciful towards the betrayal of the Karstarks and the Umbers.
Yeah.
But he had his goal in mind and he set out to do it, to accomplish it, to get ready for the Great War no matter what. He gambled a lot this season.
Yeah, he's the kind of leader who is a gambler. We saw that last season too, last season as well.
Right, in the Battle of the Bastards.
The Battle of the Bastards just rushed, to like, oh, whatever, I already died, fuck, I already died, fuck it,
I'm not gonna die a second time, you
Yeah.
guys gonna die.
Yeah. And now
I got plot armor.
and now basically every important decision he made was a gamble.
Right, going to Dragonstone.
Before that, pardoning the traitors. It's not even traitors. They're like a stain on the Starks, the Boltons and the Umbers.
Right.
Or the Karstarks.
Right, they sided with the ones who did the Red Wedding. Red Wedding, that's kind of like Pearl Harbor shit.
Yeah, and the family that raped Sansa, that, in Winterfell, in their parents' bedroom. Oh my God. And he pardoned them. That was a gamble that wasn't well thought of. That was acting like this Jon Snow guy that thinks outside the box and is committed to one mission and one mission only, which is to protect the realm and
specifically from the White Walkers.
Exactly.
Right.
And
so he stayed the course the entire time, and it worked out beautifully for him. Beautifully, everything worked out.
Yeah. Well, he's Azor Ahai.
That helps. Why am I not Azor Ahai?
He's Azor Ahai. Going to Dragonstone, that was a gamble.
That was a gamble.
He's practically making the same mistake he did with the Night Watch, but abandoning, sort of, quote-unquote,
his constituency. Right.
And
that's a gamble, leaving Winterfell behind.
Yeah, it's a
and
gamble.
trusting his sister that his sister will do a good job.
With Littlefinger at the side.
That he knows
is, So that was a huge gamble. You just became king. The first thing you need to do is have a baby and get married, basically.
Right. And stay.
And stay there.
And stay. Like rulers who leave their capital, a lot of times they don't have a capital to go back to.
Throwing everything you have on some foreign queen with dragons, you don't really know, you didn't know nothing about, and that was a huge
she's the
gamble.
daughter of the Mad King, and you're doing what your supposed father did before, so all of the red flags were there, but it worked out.
It worked out, yeah. He met Daenerys, she liked her.
And then going up north, that was another gamble.
That was a huge gamble.
Why did he need to be there? I'm not sure. And then the final gamble going to King's Landing, that actually didn't work out because Cersei is now not with him. So this entire mission has been for naught.
Yes, 3 episodes wasted.
Is that a good thing in a leader? Be a gambler? Maybe it's better to play your cards more Sansa style. Be careful and advance one step at a time. He plays for keeps every single time.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a lot of choice because Dan and Dave were like, oh, come on,
we have no time. We have no time.
Get over, so we'll send vengeance to tell you that. So he didn't have a lot of choice.
Like Jon was like, what is happening here in episode 6? And he's a message from the creators, there is no time.
Yeah, Machiavelli will say about this quality that you cannot rely only on that. You need fortune. You need good fortune, Fortuna. You need the Fortuna goddess to be on your side. And you do have to take risks.
Right.
And it paid off for him. I mean...
And for his mission.
Yeah.
Because he's stronger than before. Now he has the dragons. He has the Unsullied. He has the Dothraki. He doesn't have Dorne because Dorne has disappeared. Yeah. And also has his own 2,000, 3,000 soldiers in Winterfell. So he supposedly. So he has all the power that he needs, as far as we know now at the end of season 7, in order to fight the White Walkers in the best way possible.
Yeah, but not every gamble works. We'll talk about it in a moment.
Okay.
One of the gambles was catastrophic mistake.
Okay.
In terms of history, you have gamblers that went all in, basically.
And how did that work?
And crossed the Rubicon.
Ooh, you mean like Hitler?
Like Julius Caesar. He crossed the Rubicon.
And metaphorically, of course.
And metaphorically and physically, that was a gamble. Going all in, okay, so there's a civil war right now.
Right.
Whoever wins takes
it
all.
So crossing the Rubicon means he took all his powers across the border, which he was not supposed to cross, with his armies into Rome itself.
Yeah, and it pays off. It paid off because his enemies were weak, weaker than him, less organized. They were less decisive. They were like
I will go back and then I will go again.
they weren't natural allies. Pompey and the Senate
Right.
were like enemies before that because he was part of a triumvirate.
Right.
So it works out. It worked for him, but long term he did.
He did.
In history, we all be dead.
I think that even if
George
he had
Bush.
I think that even if he had survived it, he would still be dead.
Yeah, eventually.
So he starts the season like with a rocky rule in Winterfell and ends the season as the heir, Aegon Targaryen, the sixth, the true heir to the throne. He has Daenerys with him.
Maybe it's Aegon the Seventh, actually,
The seventh?
because Rhaegar had another son, and one of them was named Aegon.
Ooh.
That was the mountain like
Boom.
smashed on the.
Aegon the seventh.
So he named.
Okay. So let's talk about. Okay. So if we look it from above, it seems that he did really well. Got almost everybody to trust him, everybody to believe in his goal. But he did make mistakes along the way. What do you think was maybe his most egregious mistake?
Well, giving the Night King a dragon and by proxy making the
Wall fall.
Yeah.
So you were all about like protecting the realm, and then you gave him a dragon.
Yeah. That was a very stupid decision. You know, you're taking a risk, but then when the risk came, it just did Control Alt Delete, and sent Gendry and the teleportation device with the ravens to get Daenerys, and then expecting because the White Walkers Whites can swim.
And even then, he could have left. But he kept fighting. Everybody was waiting for him. John, come on, John. We have a flight to catch. It was like,
yeah. That's Jon Snow for you. Just like a brick wall, going all the way, being the hero guy, and being Aegon Targaryen will. It's a new development for him. It will have to learn new skills.
And also during this mission, 4 people died. Thoros and 3 unnamed extras.
And 3 red shirts. Yeah.
That was. We should have like a moment of silence for those 4 characters.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of that. He also made a mistake that we think will play out in next season by taking the loyalty of the North for granted.
Yes, we see that going as like a recurrent theme throughout the scenes in that played out in Winterfell. That his regime is not established.
Right.
Not at all. The lords are very skeptical about him.
Right.
They're like, okay, there was a moment of weakness. The girl, Lyanna, was like, we didn't want to like shame ourselves in front of this lady. But now that he's not here, maybe we should have chosen you, Sansa. You seem like a better manager than him. You care about the North. You think like a Northman.
Right.
You're more like of us.
And you're here.
Yeah, you're here taking care of business, telling us to put letter,
That's what a queen of the North should do.
Going over the inventory list with all the food and stuff like that.
And
Jon was like, okay, I'm king, I'm going to the North.
Yeah, other people will take care of that. Yeah, he's about
make
the war.
A deal with the daughter of the Mad King. And
Okay. So overall, how would you grade Jon's season? First of all, in terms of how true he was to his character, how interesting was his arc, and also how well he did in what he set out to do.
I will give him a 7 out of 10.
For both?
7 out of 10. No, the aggregate will be a 7 out of 10. I think he was true to his character.
I would say 8. What was untrue to his character? Or even more, I don't know.
Yeah, but I take down some points for Kit Harington, who's a bad actor, and also for the decision that practically made the wall fall.
Right. And also for falling in love with Daenerys, I'm not sure that's a good political decision.
Yeah, and it's kind of out of character too, I would argue. I was against their relationship from the beginning. I knew it was gonna happen, but I was still against it. But it seems like in this season, it was very out of character for both of them.
Right, only this. But the other things, he was always in character, always, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. He was very consistent in that the entire time, and it worked out well. Like, we were a little bit skeptical of his political acumen, but it worked out well. Yeah. So, good for you, Jon.
Yeah, it started season 6 as a dead man. He finished season 7 inside a dragon, if you know.
I thought you were going to say as a king. And of course, he started his whole arc as a bastard, and now he's the opposite of the bastard. He's the true-born heir
Yeah.
to the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make a little prediction for Jon in season 8. So what do you think? What do you see from Aegon Targaryen in season 8 in 2 sentences?
Well,
In 140 characters.
well, he will have two paths as a character. The first path is to continue the mission
Right.
of defeating the White Walkers,
Right.
and even facing his own mistakes and dealing with his crazy lady Daenerys.
I don't know if she's
Maybe.
crazy in the show.
They are all crazy.
You be crazy.
And the second one is dealing with because he will find out about it immediately when he reaches Winterfell. Probably everybody knows that in Winterfell, Sam is there.
Awkward.
So he will find out about it. And the second path he will have to take as a character is dealing with being a Targaryen, and not only being a Targaryen, but being the true heir to the kingdom.
Which he doesn't want to rule.
And his entire arc and life story was being the bastard that nobody wants.
That's who he is.
That's who he is. And now he's like, what? I'm the heir? I
Yeah,
mean,
now I'm privileged now.
yeah, but before he have to defeat the White Walkers.
Okay, so in one sentence, I would say that for the first time, Jon will have something to lose. After he died, so now he has nothing to lose except the Great War. He has nothing that he wants for himself. Now he will have something that he wants, Daenerys. And then he would have to kill her Azor Ahai style in order to get what he wants more. The end of the war. So maybe that will be a conflict. Okay, what do you think? Be sure to mention in the comments. Want to thank our patrons for supporting our channel, and we're keep going for the entire year, posting videos about Game of Thrones, about A Song of Ice and Fire, all kinds of stuff. 6 videos per month. So thank you, patrons. Subscribe. Here is our season 8 prediction video. Watch it. Bye, everybody.